Are you confused which type of ship to join? Then this video may be answer to that. If it doesn't clear your doubt, please leave a comment below. Before starting this video, it's important for me to tell you guys that I personally have an experience of bulk carrier and tanker only. So whatever I am talking about other ships is from my friends and reliable resources. I do not have any personal experience on those type of ships. As a junior officer, you need to decide which ship is best for you as a chief mate or as a first engineer, and which ship you will like to be senior officer and continue your entire career. So it's my suggestion that you continue on that one particular type of ship entire time as a junior officer. Switching between bulk carrier, having some sea time on a bulk carrier, having some sea time on a gas carrier, and then having some on a tanker it's not a good thing when you are looking for fast promotions. In this video, we will compare four main type of ships, which is tanker, container, a bulk carrier, and a gas carrier. First point in my list is the most important thing, which is the salary. So now salary on a gas tanker is always higher, but difference in salary will only come into picture at senior ranks. As a junior officer, salaries are pretty much same on a tanker, on a gas carrier, on a bulk carrier, or on a container. In fact, container salaries are slightly less than a tanker, even for junior officers. Salaries is decided depending upon the responsibilities and hazards of a ship. So obviously the hazards of a gas tanker are much more than a tanker, and tanker hazards are much more than a bulk carrier or a container ship. So guys, if you are looking to get very good salary and salary is your priority, then you should go for a gas carrier. An important aspect is a contract duration. So now standard contract duration for junior officers is always 6 months, and for senior officers is 4 months. But if you are on a gas carrier, sometimes they give you round the year wages and you are doing 3 on 3 off. So contract duration is slightly lesser on a gas carrier. Bulk carrier sometimes give you junior officers a contract of 7 months, whereas I have never seen for an Indian companies, management companies, always junior officers contract is 6 months. So shortest contract duration you can get higher chances is on a gas carrier, because they are doing 3 on 3 off round the year at the senior rank. Even for junior officers, they are doing round the year. So whenever or whichever company, any type of ship, if they are giving you round the year salary, then the contract duration will be less on those ships. Family carriage. At some point in life you will get married and you will like to have children, and it will be an advantage for you if you are able to carry your family on board. Carrying family on board, gas carriers are normally on a fixed run. So load port, discharge port is fixed, and if it's a Gulf countries, then for families to go around, then for having family on board those ships is not very beneficial, because your family will not be able to see new places and they will be pretty much stuck at same load port and same discharge port. But if you are on a tanker, you get this advantage of going anywhere, so you can roam around and you can see different countries and different places. But having said that, gas carriers, tankers have very less time in port. If you carry your family on a bulk carriers stay longer in port, about 6 days, 7 days. So best ships for carrying family on board will be bulk carriers, then it will be tankers, gas carriers, and lastly it will be containers, because containers have very short port calls and too many. Fourth point here which we will like to discuss is type of work. Now for crew working on a container, they will have to take a lot of container lashings and a lot of physical work. Same goes for the bulk carrier. When you are on a bulk carrier, the hatches are dirty, you have to sweep the hatches, you have to blow air onto the hatch combings and shut them and attach cleats. So there is a lot of physical work on a bulk carrier. And if you are carrying iron ore, coal, lot of dust all around the deck, lot of cleaning needs to be done, washing needs to be done. Whereas if you talk about tankers and gas carriers, they are the cleanest ships. Cargo flows from the pipeline and goes out also from the pipeline, so you hardly have to deal with this kind of physical work. But for officers, they will say the responsibility on a tanker and a gas carrier is much more, because you have this cargo control rooms and you have to do operations, you have to run pumps, you have to set up pipelines, etc. But for somebody working on a bulk carrier, the loading, discharging operation as such, responsibility wise, is comparatively easier. Here may be very important for some people is quick promotions. Quick promotions are always dependent on the market condition, demand and supply. So honestly, for me, quick promotion does not depend on the type of the ship. It rather depends on which type of company you are sailing with. If you are in a really good company, obviously the promotions will be slow. But if you are in a little bit not so good companies, then promotions will be fast, but then you'll not get that kind of salary and that kind of benefits. So ideally you should be somewhere in a middle type of a company, which gives you a balance between salary, promotions and facilities. Point number 6 is visiting different countries. If you have joined Merchant Navy to roam around and see the world and go to new places, then containers, bulkers and tankers, you have a very high chance of going to new places. And as I mentioned somewhere before, gas carriers are normally on a fixed run, so you'll not be able to see new places on those ships. Next point, which is the safest type of ship? These days with modern technology, all type of ships are very safe to work, and we have a lot of safety systems installed on every ship. But if you look cargo wise, containers have sometimes cargo loaded which is not declared correctly, so you end up having top heavy ship. And that's how we had this incidents of one of the ships breaking up in 2 pieces. That was a container. Safest ships are considered to be tanker than a bulk carrier. Even a bulk carrier can have too much stress at some point or some area of the ship, but tanker, the nature of the cargo is liquid, so it automatically distributes evenly in all areas of the ship. Same goes with the gas carriers. There is not much difference, but if you say safest ship, it has to be gas carriers and tankers. Last point guys, if you are worried about security, then faster the ship, higher the chance of transiting those areas safely. So container would be the safest ship to transit in a high risk area or wherever there is a concern of robbery or security concerns. Tankers have not so much of a speed, they are considered to be sitting ducks. They have very less freeboard. So in that regard, tankers and bulk carrier would be the worst ships, and gas carrier and containers would be the best because they have speed. Higher the speed, safer the ship security wise. I hope you guys got some idea about these 4 types of ships. If you did, please hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe.